One of the hardest jobs about being a little farm is getting water to the barn. So I've made you videos in the past of how we do it. This is my 400-foot hose reel. I made a video of Trey and I assembling this and everything. Picked up some new hoses 10 days ago. And my old hoses, where they kink, they kind of failed. And where it's wrapping around the hose reel, the first hose gets real tight. The description on Tractor Supply's website says that this is a rubber hose. It is not. It is a vinyl hose. And we've got these, like my chicken wire fence, that 2x4 chicken wire fence. It scratches little lines into this. I don't know if the camera will pick it up or not, but lots of little lines and scratches. So this one, right about here, it kept getting scratched and then it got kinked. And I forget how many layers it is. We'll go look at the package, but it tore right through where it was kinking because of the cold. Now, we've only had a day or two. See, here's like a permanent kink. Tore right through there on the back side again. So I got water spraying out all over yesterday. Real pain in the butt. So I took this one was the worst of the two. They're making better couplings on them. Here's another kink. Breaking right through. This is a 10-day-old hose, everybody. Anti-kink, lifetime guarantee. So for $49, we're going to get our money back. And I'm going to try, they got a red hose that looks like it's actual rubber over at Lowe's. We're going to try that out. But super fail in the shortest amount of time. Maybe here you can see it's the hose rubbing against anything. It's digging right into this. It's supposed to be 0 to 102 degrees for using this. I've got 200 feet altogether, so it's 2 hoses. I had a third 50-foot hose with my original. This is 3/4 inch hose because the adapter here is smaller on the new one. The old version was so big that it couldn't make this turn because it was so bulky here and extended out. I did move the spring that's supposed to go here at the end so that it'll go on the hose reel okay. Let's go look at that label. I got another repair to do. This has been cracking and it just went. I gotta get one of the kids to let me in. American made. Just everything. Everything we can get. And this China crap just keeps breaking. So, let's go see about the back door. Alright, so unrelated, but I got in the back door. Took the door strike off here. So, it's just gonna be off of that. Stupid crap. Let's see about this. Okay, here's my green hose from Menards. It's made by Yardworks. That's Menards brand. Made in the USA. Got the kink right here on the end. And it started splitting and wearing through all that. This is just about 9 or 10 months old. And that hose stayed on the hose reel, so it was in the garage unused for most of the summer because I was just using the black hose. So that didn't last very long. So I have to find the receipt for that. Sometimes they'll return them without the receipt, but a good idea is to just tape or staple your receipt right on this and hang it up somewhere in the house. This is why my garage is always just such a wreck. This stuff can't be cold. It's funny, this heater, we use it to cold start his vehicles in the morning. And they have block heaters on them because they're diesels. And they still need this to get warmed up when it's so cold out. And then that won't start when it's super cold. Got to tear apart my dishwasher and get that out of here. Okay, so Tractor Supply hose. This is the original hose. And it is 5-ply. Groundworks brand is Tractor Supply. And it says it's 2-ply inner core with 1-ply reinforcement. You can see how that's designed. The inner part is bursting when the outer part has kinked and wore off. The couplings on them, on this one, was so big that it just wouldn't, and this plastic thing, I had to back it off on the one, but it didn't. They're supposed to be crush resistant. This part is not. So when it finally broke loose, then it moved. This part, this new design is a lot better and easier to thread on. It's the Contractor or Pro Series. They're great for farms, but their kink technology isn't very kink free, as you see. I'm just looking to see where this is made. It is. And the thing is about these hoses, they tell you it's best to lay it all out straight and let it lay in the sun. But it's January. This is not going to warm up. We do bring it in the house every day. It gets used for about an hour, filling up the cows and the pigs' water, and then I take 5 gallons to the big pigs and the others. I don't see where this is made at all. Oh, made in the USA with global material. Right up here. So, some American-made junk. These are 49 bucks a piece. So I've got $200 worth of hose that are failed. This one was about 30. And I have to make a run to Tractor Supply. So for today, I'm trying to coil this sucker up. Alright, so I'm going to coil up this hose best I can. And use the tube. That first one's not leaking. Oh, my hose bib. This is the anti-siphon. There's another thing that failed. We're going to switch this to a 3/4. The anti-siphon on it is replaceable, but it's failed. And I lose half of my water pressure up here at the faucet and create myself a nice ice skating pond while I'm working. So yesterday I took the first hose off after I used it and got it right in here so I could run to the store. And then he ended up working. But yeah, this one is, it tore through at 7 days and then the inside burst at 9. If you look up, like on Amazon and things like that, I do reviews on a lot of the products, written reviews that I buy and use, because it helps a lot of other people. And with this farming stuff, like I said, this is the worst job of the farm. So let's go check our water here. See, this is the old coupling and the new one joined together, and it's holding pretty well. The 2 new hoses were leaking and flooding here, even tightening with that wrench I got him for Christmas. You guys know I fix a lot of stuff. I'm not just some dumb girl. So this stuff gets pretty dang annoying. So here's our water tanks. We're running 1 heater. So this one's about full. This one iced over a little bit at night because it was over there. So I'll run this heater over here this afternoon, fill it up. The temperature of the water coming out of the well is usually about 40 to 50 degrees, so it helps melt some of that water. And then I'll give them, this is their hay for the afternoon. I'll switch that over to this water tank. But that's how we're getting the water in the wintertime. If you get real desperate, in the past, before we got the hose reel, last year I just pulled the hose in every day, and that was hard. Before that, I was using 5-gallon buckets, 1 in each arm, and I could do about 4 gallons at a time. We had less cows. There was only 1 stock tank and then 1 pig tank, so it wasn't bad. But this is 2 130-gallon tanks, and I got a 55-gallon barrel in the barn, and then the pigs up front. Got ducks over there. I'm in need of lots of water. So I'm gonna shut this off and get this reeled in and get that other one in the car. Make my run. We'll see what Lowe's has got. Alright, so we're gonna reel the hose in. What I do to help it in the wintertime, well, anytime that it's on the hose reel, I disconnect it from the house after it's off. I always leave my end sprayer open so that any water in the hose drains out, and that helps air burp through it. Sometimes some water will come out that, and as I reel it in on the hose reel, it's just slowly going, and I've learned it reels in better if I go over than under. I don't know if it's just that it was right-handed for me. I've done it on slopes and on hills to drain the hose, and this is the best location for doing it and the least path of resistance with his yard decorations. So as I reel it in, I just kind of help try to guide it so that it goes on a spiral. And of course I'm doing this one-handed. If I do it two-handed, I can go a lot faster. Man, I can't turn that sucker at all. We're stuck on something. See, and usually I bring at least half my hose back here with me. See right here? Got my coupling stuck on that pallet. Ugh. And that's why as many plies as possible when purchasing your hose is helpful. Because inevitably you're going to get it rubbing on a fence. And in our case, it's, you know, this other stuff on a daily basis. But a hose should last longer than a week.